Hey everyone, we have Derrick Rose here. If you have a question, raise your hand. I'll bring you into the room. First question comes from Rebecca Harlow.
Derrick, I know the last couple of weeks have been such a whirlwind for you, but not that you ever want to have a game postponed, but having 3 full days at home in addition to your practice, how has this allowed you some time to just kind of settle in, move your life around, et cetera?
I mean, all that is a process. Very thankful for it. These last 2 or 3 days, and just trying to get myself adjusted here. Still didn't find a crib, but in the process of doing that, and just getting my body right and learning the guys. Trying to adjust to the team still. I think it's only my 4th or 5th game still, so still trying to learn the plays. It might sound crazy, but it's been a while since I've been under tip. So trying to take everything in and be as positive as possible.
Mark Berman, New York Post.
Hey, Derrick. How much you think it means for Tom to face the Minnesota Timberwolves again? And what's your memory, I guess, when he got fired a couple of years ago, like how shocking it was?
Yeah, I mean, he wants to win because we lost last game for one. If we would have won last game, I think that it would like practice and everything would have been a little bit more calm. But because we lost, like he's in it. He's getting the guys prepared. We've been competing these last couple of days. And to tell you the truth, I don't remember the Minnesota situation like that. I was just in with the Pistons, and I'm trying to not think about that. So Manny is so far behind. I can't even think of it, and I only want to bring it up.
Fuchs from MSG Network.
Hey, Derrick, just wondering, you've played in the Garden before with fans. What's it going to be like when they come back? How special will it be to have some of the fans back in the building?
It should be very exciting. I think that, I mean, it amazed me when I look at like clips on YouTube and just seeing how many people were in the building or looking at pictures, old pictures of not only myself, but different players, and seeing how many fans were in the building. So we're patiently waiting for that. I think that the fans play a huge role in sports, just the environment. Like you need them here and there, even on the road. A lot of players feed off of some of the shit talking the fans do. So it should be exciting. I'm happy for the league. They're working their way back into getting everybody into the building, and being here in New York. Like the fans really know basketball, so they can hype you up some games.
Steph Bondi, Daily News.
Hey, Derrick, in Minnesota, the offense was kind of the strong suit there, and the defense wasn't as highly rated. Whereas, I mean, defense has been Tibbs's hallmark and trademark, and the defense is stronger here. I mean, was it just his coaching style there and here? How much different was it, and was that just based on personnel?
I think that was personnel. Bro, that shit was so long. Yeah, it had to be personnel. His terminology is still the same. I think his approach is still the same. Yeah, I think it was just personnel, to be honest.
Chase Frederick.
Hey, Derrick. With Tibbs, and just I know you've only been there for a few games, but with the way this team is bought in defensively, can you sense maybe, and I know he's never happy, but can you sense the satisfaction he's had with the effort and the way the guys are locking in on that end?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to read him at first when we're playing, because he's mad at everything and he's growling at us the entire game. So it's kind of hard to really pay attention to him like that whenever he's in his mode. So after the game and seeing all the stats that he puts up on the board and during film, you could tell that he's happy with how the guys are playing. I'm new to the team, so me seeing everything, he added some things from with this team, like how many stops in a row, like all them type of things that he added on. It plays a huge role, and the guys bought in because they believe in him. Like they're seeing that they're out there getting results, and that's what you want in this league: results and winning games. And you could just tell that everybody bought in, and everybody's got one common goal.
Steve Popper, Newsday.
Hey, Derek, you mentioned about the way practice was after the Orlando game. Are you knowing Tibbs as long as you have? Do you kind of come out of that game and know and think to yourself, this is going to be a hard couple of days?
No, not really. I mean, it's been hard, but we've been competing and the intensity been there. He's just trying to get us to compete while we haven't had any games. Like I get it, but at the same time, it's like I said, his approach has been the same, and I don't think we could play any worse than in that Orlando game. So that's the best thing about it.
Thank you, Derek.
Thanks.
Hi, everyone. Coach is here. If you have a question, raise your hand and I'll bring you into the room. First question, Rebecca Harlow.
Hey, Coach. Just curious your thoughts on this. Julius Randle said the other day that one of the things that he really appreciates about this team is just sort of that gym rat nature, that this is the first time he's been on a team where, guys come home from a road trip, go straight to the gym, et cetera. Your thoughts on that? I mean, when you look at this group, is that something that has stood out to you compared to teams past? You've coached a lot of good teams.
Yeah, well, I think it's one of the things that, we wanted to do is to pick guys who are gym rats so that would help us to build our culture. And we feel fortunate that we were able to do that. And so the professionalism of the veterans has been terrific. And I love our young guys. Our young guys are hungry. They're in all the time. They can't get enough. They're students of the game. And that's what we need. We need everyone working like that to improve.
Mark Berman, New York Post.
Hey, Tom, you're going against Minnesota. I was just wondering, the memories of being there, and unfortunately it was a bad ending for you there. And what's your emotions facing that franchise?
Yeah, no, there's a lot of good people there. I enjoyed my time there. It was a good experience, proud of what we were able to accomplish. But then, it's time to move on. So unfortunately, there are a lot of former teams for me.
Steph Bondi, Daily News.
Hey, Tom, just in your last years in Minnesota, the defense obviously your calling card, but it wasn't as highly rated as it is in New York and Chicago. I mean, was that just personnel? And can you kind of talk about the schemes, whether they were the same or how did that work out?
Yeah, no, and again, I think part of you look at your team and what you feel the strengths and weaknesses are. You try to cover up whatever weaknesses you have. I was proud of where we were. We were a terrific offensive team, and many people didn't think we would be that. And we were a top 5 team in offense. And I believe the second year we finished with the second best record in the West. So I was very proud of that accomplishment as well. And so there were some things obviously that we wanted to do better. But that second year there was very good. And the third year, I thought we had a really good chance as well. Even after the trade with Jimmy, that team was playing well.
Amanda Hajar, Knicks Digital.
Coach, it seems every year more and more rookies are coming in and making an immediate impact with kind of this increased athleticism. What have you seen as a coach in this shift in development, and how much attention in the game plan do you need to give guys like Anthony Edwards?
Well, his athleticism is special. They're a very talented team, and obviously they've gone through some stuff with injuries that has been unfortunate for them. But it's when you look at the way Beasley's played, Edwards, and of course Carl is he's as good as it gets offensively. That team put a lot of points up on the board. So Rubio's a real good veteran, can run a team. So they've got a lot of pieces, and now they got Carl back and makes them different.
Mark Berman.
Yeah, Tom, just a couple of things. You have 3 days off, maybe for the first time this season, to prepare for a game. And all the players talk about the amazing preparation for each game. Do you feel you have a nice little cushion here to really get you guys going for this particular game? And also with Derrick Rose, I mean, he didn't have a very good game, maybe the last two games, has been a little off. What did you notice?
Well, I think from a practice perspective, it's something we needed. If you take a hard look at our schedule, it's been very taxing and unusual. So we haven't had a lot of opportunity for practice, to practice as much as we would have liked. And the Orlando game, I felt we as a team didn't play well. And so it gives us a chance to work on some of those things that we feel that we needed to fix. And that's where our focus is.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep.
Everyone, Mitchell Robinson's here. If you have a question, please raise your hand and I'll bring you into the room. First question, Rebecca Harlow.
Hey, Mitch, hope you're feeling better, but just give us the update on how you're feeling and also what you've been able to do at this point to stay as ready as possible for when you come back.
I mean, well, so far, I mean, I feel great. By the way, I feel amazing. Like, you know, I'm good. But basically, what I've been doing now is just like, you know, been doing the bike, a few little running here and there. You know, been watching team practice, so you know, I can stay updated if just in case. You know, telling if he changed something, if something been added. You know, so I've really been just focusing on that and just staying in shape.
Steve Popper, Newsday.
Hey, Mitch, I think you may have put in your Instagram thing that this was the first surgery you ever had. And just besides that, were you also surprised when you saw that it actually was fractured? It looked like you were trying to shake it off in the game.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. Like at first, I didn't know. You know what I mean? So I just like, I thought it was just like a little numb thing, then I can just shake it off and come right back. But you know, then it just started, you know, aching. So I was just like, oh, there's something right. So you know, we checked and looked and stuff.
Mark Berman, New York Post.
All right.
Hey, Mitch. What date on the calendar have you circled that you hope to be back on the court for the opening tip?
Actually, I have not done that. I mean, I'm really waiting on to see what docs say and everything. Like, I'm leaving it up to them. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's them. Like, you know, I'm just, you know, wait patiently.
Steph Bondi, Daily News.
Hey, Mitch, just do you know like what kind of timeline you have for coming back, and what's the process going to look like, the rehab process?
Just like I said, I mean, I really don't know yet. I'm gonna just let the doctors handle that. You know, doctors, the trainers, and everybody else that specialize in that area. I'm just, you know, just continue to stay in shape and just, you know, learn as much as possible.